We are Lee and Debbie Gleaves. We're co-presidents of the National Gleaves Association. Our purpose in making this video is to help the Gleaves family to find their heritage and the value of the rich history.
So this is our story. I had developed an interest in genealogy many years ago. And one day at a garage sale, we had a lady, she was asking my name, and I told her last name was Gleaves. And she said, you know, I was raised by a family of Gleaves over by Nashville, Tennessee. That's the first time that we'd heard any evidence of where the family had come from. So we had planned a trip to Nashville. We were going to go through there anyway, and we thought, well, we'll just take a couple of days and see if we couldn't find some Gleaves.
When we got there, I started looking for Gleaves in the phone book and come up with Danny Gleaves. And he was informed us that just across the road from our motel where we were staying is a Absolem Cemetery and had a big bust in it. And so we were excited about that. From there, we went to Mount Juliet and went to the sheriff's office. And I went in and asked the sheriff if he knew any Gleaves in that area that we might contact. And he said, well, you kind of look like them. So, yeah, there was a funeral going on at a little cemetery close by there. And so we drove out to the cemetery.
And as we drove up, most of the family had already made it over to the grave site, and we were following behind them. And there was this one man that was a little bit further behind than the others. And when he turned around, we both thought, he looks just like Lee's brother, Wayne. And so he came over to talk to us, and we told him what we were doing. He said, don't let us bother you, though. So after the services were finished, we were able to talk with Owen and got to know him a little bit better. He even invited us to his personal family reunion that was going to be a few months off. So we made the trip there and was able to, that was our first part of our journey on its way to the family. This is also our Gleaves family coat of arms. And I know that in England they have a couple of them that are maybe a little bit different, but this is the one that we have adopted by the Gleaves Family Association many years ago. All right, if you have any questions, just comment below.
See you later. Tomorrow we leave Oklahoma to travel to Nashville, Tennessee, where my great-great-great-grandparents lived. Our focus is on the cemetery, who is my great-great-great-uncle.
Okay, the land has been purchased by developers who plan to build a shopping center there. Fortunately, our new friend Dave Lenahan was walking by the cemetery as the owners of the property were there discussing about moving the cemetery, which has about 35 to 50 graves. We're not sure how many really.
One day, Dave was on his daily walk. He came across Owen as he was checking on the cemetery. Owen, upon hearing about the possible movement of the cemetery, contacted the owners, and they have been very cooperative about saving the cemetery.
Unfortunately, Owen passed away a few months ago, so we are going to Nashville to establish that there are Gleaves who still care about our heritage and these old cemeteries. Now, I want to let you know that there is a beautiful website that Alice Hicks spent years putting together, and it's called thegleavesfamily.com. And you're welcome to go there, and chances are you will find out your line of heritage through the Gleaves family. So we'll be in touch. If you have any comments, just comment below, and we'll try to get back with you on that. We got to get it all figured out because this is all new to us. So we'll see you along the way.
See you later. Bye.
Well, good morning again. It is just after 4:20, and we are headed to Nashville. And yes, it is dark, and there's the moon. So we'll see you on the way. Well, we are in Arkansas, stopped at the rest area. It's the first rest area on I-40 as we come into Arkansas, about mile marker 35. And as you can see behind me, it's got a sign about the Eisenhower interstate system. And apparently President Eisenhower was the one that wanted to start the interstate system across the United States. Because he was a general, he served in Germany and loved their highway system, the Autobahn and everything, and wanted to pattern this somewhat by it. But I'll show you a few more pictures of this area. It's one of our favorite rest areas that we've come across. It's high up. It's not very far from Mount Magazine in Arkansas, which is the highest point of Arkansas. And there's RV spots up there, anybody that likes to RV. And then also there's a lodge. We also found that there was a place where gliders go off. There's like a quarter-mile drop by the lodge, and they fly the gliders off of that. You can see way down there at the bottom is the runway, or wherever they go to land, everything. Okay, I'll show you some more pictures shortly. Well, this was somewhat of a disappointment. The park, or the rest area, is still very beautiful, but it's been years since we were here, and you could go over to certain areas and see for quite a few miles and see the mountains and everything, but it's grown up so much since we were here last that it's hard to get a spot where you can see out over the beautiful landscape. So anyway, that's Lee, and we are ready to head out again, headed for Nashville. Down a few miles is the Tom Sawyer RV Park, and anytime it gets this high, they're definitely flooded. That's one of our favorite RV parks. And if you've not been to Memphis before, the Pyramid is pro shop. We've been in that before. It's very unique. I should have thought of taking a video of our room before we cluttered it up, but here it is. We are staying at the Country Inn and Suites here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're off of Percy Pierce Drive in the east part of Nashville, which is only about 2 miles from Absolem Cemetery. And this is after we've gotten everything out. We're fixing to leave, so I left everything a little bit messy. We tried to put the towels all together so that the cleaning lady doesn't have as much to worry about. But it's been a very nice day, very quiet, because the living room is to the front, so we didn't have much noise at all.
anyway, we had a king suite, and I think we paid $94 a night for most of the nights, and then I think there was one night it was a little bit more, maybe because it was a weekend or something. Anyway, it was a very enjoyable stay. The people were very nice. When we got in, our remote with one of the TVs did not work, and they came up right away and exchanged that out. So, anyway, that's it.